One. Kia ora, Talofa, Malale, Bula and Welcome to Season 9, Episode 23 of Breakfast Bites by TEIVOVOdigital.com. A wrap of Pacifica People sports news on a sunny and bright Monday morning, 29 April 2024. Coming to you with tons of hanisi from the 180th meridian in the middle of the blue continent. In rugby union, so the Fijiana Drua lost their Super W title to the Wallaroos-stacked New South Wales Waratahs in Brisbane yesterday. The Australian Rugby Union made sure they weren't going to be embarrassed 3 years in a row by stacking their team with 13 Aussie women's reps. Anyway, our Fiji girls can take a bow. They woke up Australian women's rugby from their slumber and play the most exciting brand of rugby by far. Now that they slow-roasted Moana Pasifika at Churchill Park last Saturday, Mick Byrne and his boys must try and win at least one of 3 away home games to stay in the top 8, or at least climb into the top 4. Their remaining games are Brumbies in Canberra on 4th May, Western Force in Perth on 11th May, the Reds in Suva on the 18th of May, the Highlanders in Dunedin, 26th May, and the Rebels in Lautoka on 1 June. In Australian Super W netball, the Giants are wallowing in their equal worst start to Super Netball, suffering a third loss, 63-44, going down to the top of the table Melbourne Vixens at Ken Rosewell Arena yesterday afternoon. Meanwhile, up north, the New South Wales Swifts earned bragging rights over the Queensland Firebirds in Super Netball's version of State of Origin in a 77-73 point extra time thriller. In rugby league, the Sharks spoiled Ricky Stewart's 500th NRL game as coach with a dominant 40-0 win to move to the top of the NRL ladder. Early in Sydney, Adam Reynolds produced one of the greatest intercepts ever as he and Reece Walsh succumbed to bad cramping in farcical scenes late in the Broncos' 34-10 win over the Tigers. Reynolds could barely walk with 3 minutes to play, but somehow managed to produce an intercept before falling over and offloading the ball. The Storm sealed their 6th win of the season and 4th on the trot after 54-20 annihilation of the Rabbitohs, who have slumped to the bottom of the ladder. In sports biz, Detroit is hosting the NFL draft. The event is projected to attract more than 300,000 fans to one of the largest sporting events to ever hit the Motor City. Last year's draft drew a total audience of 54.4 million viewers across mainstream TV and social media. In football, Liverpool's Premier League title bid suffered a devastating blow after Jurgen Klopp's side were beaten 2-0 by Merseyside rivals Everton at Goodison Park for the first time in 14 years, in a brutal setback to their hopes of catching leaders Arsenal. They've since drawn 2-2 with West Ham United, and so are well and truly off track. Meanwhile, Man U spared Eric Ten's blushes with a 4-2 win over lowly Sheffield United yesterday morning. In combat sports, Australia's Tim Tszyu will return to the United States in August to face undefeated KO King Virgil Ortiz Jr. in a card headlined by superstar Terence Crawford, moving up in weight to fight WBA super welterweight champ Israel Madrimov. Breakout star Ortiz Jr. is not only undefeated in 20 fights, but has won them all by KO. Finally, only in the USA, one of the highlights of the NFL draft night came when Brian Thomas Jr.'s parents were interviewed after the wide receiver out of Louisiana was taken with pick 23 by the Jacksonville Jaguars. His mom, Sondra, was asked how far this family has come. Thomas Jr.'s mother was asked by ABC TV reporter Laura Rutledge, referring to the life-changing moment. She immediately replied, "We came from Baton Rouge, Louisiana." The hilariously innocent response predictably did the rounds on social media, with many viewers labeling it the best answer of the night. And that's a wrap. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons below if you want to receive more Pacifica sports highlights on Breakfast Bites. Mahalo and ka kite for TEIVOVOdigital.com. I'm Calden Khmer, thanking you all too much for all your love and support.